Oh,
Hey everybody, this is Don Farrell with Actors Theater of Indiana coming to you remotely from our friends here at the Synergize Hub. But thank you so much for spending your Wednesday afternoon with Actors Theater of Indiana and lunch break with ATI. So we wanted to, every week we talk about what's going on with Actors Theater of Indiana, but also different people. We just finished our production of Working at the Studio Theater at the Center for the Performing Arts. Lovely production with so many great actors and great friends that came and was able to celebrate everybody who makes America work through Working. And through that, actually on Thursday night, the Thursday before we ended up closing our production, these wonderful people and this wonderful organization blessed us with a wonderful support of everybody coming out and seeing that production, but also with a wonderful donation. So I just want to spend my time today with you guys and introduce to you these amazingly beautiful people who are, let me tell you, you guys are in for a great treat when you meet these people. They're great. If you don't know them yet, this is Arron Stanton, Heather Hunter, and with Synergize. So tell me about, how did you, first of all, I know you kind of launched Synergize. Tell me and Synergize is what?
It launched me.
It launched you. Synergize launched Arron.
Yeah.
Synergize is an amazing organization, just bringing people together and creating friendships and relationships, really more so than any type of networking, even though that's sometimes a byproduct, but that's not what it's about. Talk about what Synergize is for those of our friends who don't know.
Me?
Yeah, go for it, Arron.
I'm still trying to figure it out. But essentially, we are a group of people, business owners, business leaders, nonprofit leaders, city and like community type leaders, and then people that just have a heart and a desire to give back and to connect for like meaningful relationships. We have a mantra: relationships over everything, and that's like having the desire to discover purpose in your relationship with people rather than to predetermine the purpose and try to make people fit that mold or box. And we also believe that our ripples of impact are more important than our return on investment, and that if we would focus on nurturing that one and maximizing it, the rest of it will take care of itself. And we love to support nonprofits. We love to share our stories. We have some funny things that we say, like your sales pitch sucks, but your story could change the world, and like no jerks. Life's better when you don't have jerks around in your life. True. And just finding common unity between people, it makes it feel like a community. So stuff like that.
Absolutely.
And it's awesome. And then getting to meet people like you, learn about ATI, and then blessing you guys financially, but then also being blessed by the friendship and being able to do life with each other and do things like this.
Yeah, so. Exactly. And Heather, when did you join Synergize? I mean, Heather's director of marketing.
Yes.
And does amazing. If you go to Synergize, is it synergizehub.com? No.
www.synergizeindy.com.
Synergizeindy.com. Great website. Get to know a lot about the organization and a lot about the wonderful people that are all a part of it. And boy, it's just a fun time hanging out. How did you get involved with Synergize?
Yeah, so I graduated from college, IU, Hoosiers, in May 2020, and I met Arron through Ascend Indiana, which is a nonprofit that connects Indiana graduates with Indiana employers to try and minimize the brain drain out of Indiana. And he sent me an email, and I thought, what the heck, we're in the middle of a pandemic. I'm really struggling with this job market. I don't know what this is. And it seems like it's too crazy to work, but I'll go talk to him and have a conversation and try it out. And I mean, the rest is history. I loved it. I loved the idea. I always hated typical networking. I just wanted to connect with people in an authentic way. And so this was really the perfect thing. And it came on September 2020. My first day was a 4:30 meetup, which is our big event that all of our members come to, and we support a different nonprofit at each one. And
so cool.
It was
That's
off
really
to the races
cool
immediately.
Yeah. And I got to know you guys through Meg Osborne, who's our director of marketing and development. And you knew Meg, and when she met you, she was like, "You guys got to meet this guy." And then she set up a meeting for us to meet, and it just off to the races. Then I had a board meeting in, I think it was September or October. We finished the board meeting. I was not able to get right at 4:30. I got there like a little bit closer to 5:30 actually.
Oh, you were.
But it was at
7:30 meetup.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that one. You know about it.
Yeah. And so then that's where I was like, you know what? I really like these people. It's like a lot of fun, and it wasn't your typical networking thing. It was just about just getting to know everybody, and not really about your business. It's about knowing who you are as a person.
Yeah.
You know, and that I just loved that.
A lot of it is, I think we're a space that we give professionals that permission.
Yeah.
The world doesn't. They give you permission to talk about your industry, your company, your role, what they can give to you or get from you, and the person a lot of times like a third or fourth or level below that, or if they're even brought up at all. But we think that if you elevate the person as a one-of-one human being to the spotlight, that you get to know each other, like all of the person, not just what they do.
Exactly.
Then a lot of times some of the most meaningful connections or relationships that you need, that person that you might call at 3 o'clock in the morning when you're ready to kill yourself, and maybe that's who you reach out to, or that person when your family's struggling with something, maybe not financial, but like maybe you've got teenagers that are dealing with something, and you just don't know how to handle the situation. You know, maybe you've got that person you can call that can be there for you, or you know, or if you do have a tough month financially, and you need people to rally around you and help you, you know, put food on the table so your kids eat. You know, or I don't know, maybe it does turn into your next, you know, business opportunity as well. But limiting business to business,
you're missing out on so much.
Right.
What could be. So.
And you know what I think is really amazing, and that's why one of the things I was very much looking forward to this episode, because to introduce my dear friends to you guys, but also about Synergize. So, because I think really the world needs to know about, because it's a movement. It's kind of a movement, and it's not a political thing. It's not a religious thing. It's about a human thing. And I think that if we as a world can get beyond those other things that are divisive, and like you say, you get to know the individual, then it all starts with an individual. You know, and sometimes me in this world, sometimes I get overwhelmed on how in the world can I even deal with day-to-day stuff. But then you have where you can be able to connect and be able to, it's a beautiful thing that you guys have going on, and I just can't tell you how excited I am to be a member of Synergize, and when I started, and
I bet we're more excited that you're
we're
a member.
more excited.
Oh no!
We're like, Synergize just became cooler.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a Dear Diary moment for me.
Well,
then.
it's cool.
Didn't I? Aaron said,
Aaron thinks I'm cool.
Wow.
But Aaron lies about everything. And he was honest for once, so I'm writing that down.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
But with us, with Synergize kind of being a people business, we're only as you know, real as the people will be real, or only as interesting as the people are interesting, or only as impactful as the people's heart to be impactful, or only as friendly or inviting or welcoming as what the people are. So if you, you know, if you try to be that yourself, and then when you meet other people, it inspires you to be more like that with them. And I feel like, you know, 2.5 years later, we've had Synergize. I feel like I understand and live out relationships over everything so much better at a much more genuine level than I did 2.5 years ago. And I came up with the tagline or the concept, but honestly, it was something I desired to do. I desired to be a better friend to people, to care about people more, to be more impactful, to think about others more and me less. And it wasn't that I had ever arrived to that, but I'm becoming that with other people that I look at that I think are that, and they're becoming it even more as well. And collectively, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years from now, I'll be a better friend to people then than I could even imagine to today, because it's a constant journey. You never get to a point where I've arrived. It's always this sense of discovery and learning and applying what you now know that you didn't know yesterday. So it's like this journey. So you get to do life with people and transform and become. Same with like marriage, right? When started dating my girlfriend, she liked, that I was in the gym all the time, and my maybe cocky, arrogant type attitude. Well, then you get married, and then they want you not in the gym, they want you at home, right? And then you have kids, and it's like, I don't know how to be a dad, but you discover it, you learn it together. So like, I'm the dad I am today, and when my wife and I met, I didn't know anything about that, and I became that together. So a lot of your deepest relationships, you're becoming who you're meant to be during those phases with each other, and that's what keeps the relationship together. Well, outside of the home, professional relationships, if you constantly are becoming what you're meant to be to that person and they're meant to be to you, this journey, that's where you have friends for 50, 60, 70 years.
Yeah.
And your friendship's better and stronger and more today than it was back when you partied together or whatever, because it's become more than that. So
yeah, I love that. One of the things and I can see the parallels and similarities of what you're talking about with Synergize, and it's why I was drawn so much to theater, because of theater being a unique experience that you can only experience, and you have to be present in the moment, live, between audience and artist. That it's an energy that's being shared. But it could be the same performance like Working we just finished. You guys saw Thursday night.
Amazing.
But the energy you guys also brought to that audience, it was reflected by the performance that we were given. We were still singing the same songs, saying the same lines, but there might have been a little bit of different nuances done because we're taking in energy. And it's the same type of thing of what you guys are doing and how you're building those relationships. But you have to be there. It's I think, and we're all social beings in essence. We do. I think that's one of the things that's been so difficult over the past 2 years, especially during the lockdown. Everybody's so much desiring and missing that. So, and how old is Synergize?
2.5 years.
Oh, wow.
She's a toddler.
But look
But
at that.
She thinks she knows it all.
But at the time, think about where we're as a nation, as a world, coming out of that and trying to. We're hungry for. I think I'm speaking in generalities here, but I would think that the majority of us are all hungry for something of substance. And to elevate ourselves, significance, and not superficial. I would say, you can. I love you. Happy birthday! I'm buying you a car, and the car is valued at so much when you drive off that lot, but eventually it depreciates over time. Yet, if you come, I love you. I'm going to get you. Come see this, experience this with me. That moment, that memory. Appreciates in time. And it's the same type of thing whether you're going to see having a moment, a memory being created by going to the theater, by coming to one of the meetups, and you're getting to meet and connect with other people. Your life is enhanced through that if you're open to it.
If you're open to it,
right?
If you're open to it, and you get out of it what you put into it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So when you're mentioning the theater, like you guys go through rehearsal. Well, when you perform, you may be doing the exact same thing, but the thing is when you're putting it out there, it's producing an impact or a ripple to somebody. Now they're going to respond or react to it. You're going to see and experience that reaction, which is going to cause. So like it's like constantly this. It's honestly it's producing this synergistic like experience that would not have happened that way if it hadn't been for you. Wouldn't have happened if it hadn't been for the other people. But what was produced, it took all of you, and it was so much greater than anyone individually. And a lot of times it can't actually be reproduced. So
yes, there was a dear friend of mine and the organization, one of our board members years and years. We've lost him a couple years back, Jim Briggs, dear friend. And Jim would always this is well before Synergize existed, but we would meet for coffee and talk about life or talk about the business, the theater. He would share and mentor me and things. He was talking about always finding those a synergy. I love the synergy that's going on between ATI and this or whatever that's happening. And so for to have that name, it's almost like it's a beautiful way. I think of Jim Briggs when I think of Synergize. But even though he would love your organization in a big way, he's smiling down about what you guys created. So
that's cool.
Thank you very much. What big things are coming up for Synergize that everybody should know about?
Well, we had a big month last month with our grand opening. This month,
the ribbon cutting here at the Synergize Hub.
Awesome.
It's so much fun
great.
here. You got a little putt out there, putting park.
Yes.
And you've got it's just so
people come
cool.
by and putt, and it's a lot of fun.
And you're open to people even if they're not a member of Synergize, they can come and hang out.
By, check it out, talk with us, share your story. Don't walk in with a sales pitch, but walk in with a story. We'll sit down and listen to it. I mean, schedule time on the calendar, 30 minutes or an hour to talk, and if it is like really authentic as it might be 3 hours, we'll hug the crap out of each other.
Yeah, they love to hug, so be ready for hugs.
They
give the
big
greatest
huggers.
hugs. Yes.
Life.
It's a lifestyle.
It is.
We didn't choose it; it chose us. And no, I don't know.
Well, you know what we should do? We should get Carmel to have a Synergize trolley and go around and
Barbara and I used to ride the trolley. We would have one nickel. I would get a movie, a popcorn, and a large Coke. Oh, Barbara and I on the trolley.
It's an inside joke we had earlier going on, and we had to get it worked in. Oh, it is.
What are you auditioning for exactly?
Say hi. My name is Arron Stanton.
The retirement community.
I'll be and I'll be
Hi,
auditioning.
my name is Barbara.
Oh, Barbara.
I came here on a trolley.
And what are you auditioning for, Barbara?
I don't know. I don't know.
Barbara is stumped.
I only know the one line.
Barbara.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Don Farrell with Actors Theater of Indiana, and of course, thank you so much to Heather and to Arron. And yes, love these guys. Oh, love these guys. You guys check us out, atistage.org, or go to synergizeindy.org. synergizeindy.com, and you can learn so much more about this wonderful, wonderful organization. Check us out next Wednesday at 12 noon for another episode of Lunch Break with ATI. Thanks so much, you guys. Take care. Bye.